There has been a number of other comments about Trump running for a third term. People thought it wasn't going to happen, but it's, I don't know. Look, let me see here. Bannon, third term. Take a look. He's too old. Well, here it is. And this is him talking about it again. And if there's a new one, here's the new one.
So let me ask you about Trump 2028. We have a 22nd Amendment, which bars anybody from running for a third term.
Big problem.
Do you think that that's not a barrier for him, or how do you see that?
I think that there are many different alternatives that at the appropriate time after the midterms in 26, we will roll out. But I think there are many different alternatives to make sure that President Trump is on the ballot. And if he's on the ballot, he'll win.
So
Man, just get rid of the amendment. Problem solved.
In mind,
I brought a copy tonight. Here it is.
The
Constitution.
Oh,
Can I read a passage to you?
Oh, jeez.
Amendment 22.
Oh, no.
No person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. And yet you keep talking about Trump's third. Maybe you should have this. Here,
I'll get you to sign it backstage and underline. Look, President Trump didn't bring up running for a third term. Myself and others brought up running for a third term. President Trump is going to run for a third term, and President Trump is going to be elected again on the afternoon of January 20th of 2029. He's going to be president of the United States.
Okay, but the thing I just read in there.
Yeah, but what about the rule?
It seemed like there was no wiggle room.
Look at his face. Yeah.
There was no wriggle room there. It seemed like it was just, 8 or 10 words that said only 2 times.
We have a team of people.
There's a team.
A team.
How can a team do something about that? What? I don't care if the team is 12 trillion people. The words are still the words.
Bill, every day in federal courts, right now in federal courts, there's 120 lawsuits on what President Trump's doing for his Article 2 rights on the unified executive theory. But he's chief executive, he's commander in chief, and he's chief magistrate.
We're just going to do it.
Chief law enforcement officer. There's 100, and they're running to court every day to sue President Trump, all because the interpretation of this. The interpretation of this is open for interpretation.
How could it be open? Could I have it back? How could it? I'm sorry to be. No person. You would agree he's a person. Okay, shall be elected. He was elected to the office.
That's what I heard.
The office of the president more than twice. Twice is once and then another time. I don't see what the team is finding.
Okay,
I will disagree.
We're just going to disagree. I'm sorry, but this is idiotic. Will that be his third? It will be his 4th time winning the election, but his third time serving as president, obviously, right, guys? And so yeah, no, this is and he's still going in on it, guys. Yeah, but can he be appointed? I don't know.
Century, if we're lucky, we've got him now. He's on fire, and I'm a huge supporter. Want to see him again in 2028.
And obviously, anybody who doesn't like what you say, but judges it as a function of a lack of intelligence, doesn't know anything about you. I don't make that mistake. You're a smart guy. Oh, you know he's term limited. How do you think he gets another term?
We're working on it. I think we'll have a couple of alternatives.
A magician never reveals his tricks.
Say that. We'll see. We'll see what the definition.
We'll see what the definition of term.
We'll see what the definition of term limit is.
What the Bro, we'll see what the definition of term limit is. Oh my God.
All right. Well, so you're talking about litigating this issue, because I don't want people to listen to our interview and say Bannon's cooking up an insurrection. Bannon is cooking up. You know what I mean? I want people to get a straight take on where you're headed.
Another insurrection.
What are you suggesting? Chris, as you know, I've had greater long shots than this. We've made
plenty of bullshit up before. You really think I can't do another? You really think I don't got another one in me?
Supported President Trump after the election. I realize you don't believe the
What do you
election in
mean?
2020 is stolen. We do. We fervently believe that. When President Trump went back to Mar-a-Lago on January 20th, 2021, he was the longest of long shots to return to the White House. We said that day in our podcast and doubled down, having President Trump's back, that he was coming back not just to win the primary, he would win the White House, and we had to get organized and drive that victory, and also start working on all the policies, what's called Project 2025 or the America First Policy Institute, but all those different think tanks that started putting in the policies that you're seeing today in what we call Flood the Zone or Days of Thunder or however you want to describe it. But this is many years in the making. So we've had greater long shots than Trump 2028, and we've got a lot of stuff.
I don't know about that. I really think this is definitely gonna be the biggest. This is the biggest long shot you've taken.
We're working on there. We're not prepared to talk about it publicly, but in a couple of months, I think we will be.
Yeah, by the way, he has been talking about it more. And I don't know, guys. I really don't. And I can agree Trump will be the first president to run for a third term. Well, I mean, personally, like, I think that he should just, I mean, Trump, whenever he is done with his term, he's going to be in his 80s, right? He's already almost in his 80s. And, you know, he's going to be well into his 80s. And I think it's important to make sure that you develop, like, this is a big issue, I think, that the Democrats have, is that the Democrats never really cultivated a younger, like, kind of stock of, like, people representing them that were liked by the public. And I think that, you know, people putting all of their eggs in one basket of Trump, that's great, but eventually Trump is going to retire, right? Not even die, but eventually he's going to retire. And what happens after that? You have to make sure that you have, because, I mean, you know, give the power to J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, some of these other guys, right? And so Bernie tried. Yeah, definitely. They used Obama too soon. Yeah, Obama was great, but I mean, how many other people did they have? So not worth setting the precedent. Just give it to Vance. I think so. And Trump will probably, by the way, Trump will probably be the fucking man behind the machine making decisions even after that. If somebody from the Trump administration runs and wins in 2028, Trump in some way or another will probably still be the president. Like, let's be honest, that's probably what's going to happen. And you've even got this stupid stuff here. Look at this. Watch.
An interesting change. As we see the president there with the French President Macron in Sharm el-Sheikh. The leaders of some 35 countries, according to the president, gathering there for a peace summit. Now, there is a bro shake. If ever I've looked, we won't let go. Okay, you let go. No, I'm going to let go. All right, there we go. An interesting change.
What is this? He does it every time. Like, I don't know if this is like some inside thing, because he doesn't do this with everybody, but especially with this guy, they're always fucking around. Really, they're always, now you know why his wife slapped him? I don't know, like, maybe it's Trump doing it. Yes. He does it. It's a power move? Yeah, I guess so.